go along with 27 points, 7.5 rebounds,
and that's what the zone opens up. You have to recognize some of the weak points in the zone.
You can sense Clark time is coming soon. There's noise and because of this crowd.
One of the things with Iowa, they are going to have a sold-out crowd every single time they take a floor. That's where Clark is so good at bodying.
They actually go up when she plays against top 10 teams. You can't just guard her from the three-point line, and I'm sure that if you're Wes Moore, you
levels. And she creates so many opportunities for herself and her teammates.
Shamancy just trying to get out of the way.
Three-point play. She'll be at the line for 2 this time, but it's contact, and then you've got to get that ball up so that it creates that shooting motion.
Stokey. Caitlin, good change of direction, and then fouled on the shot.
Clark getting the ball screen, handoff. Cashes in. Point game.
Abby Kimball goes under the screen initially, then on the second ball screen coming, Clark rejects it with the step back. Kimball was not ready for it.
20-point lead for the Hawkeyes. Sold out crowd once again here at Carver Hawkeye. Clark creating space and scoring.
But watch as she has battle down in defensive stance, just gets her to step back just a minute, just a
Sharon Goodman in space as much as they can, even if it's against their 5. Grace Buffelli.
And she read it beautifully with that pass.
Clark playing with 3 fouls. Clark separates.
Crunch time is Clark time. Looking for opportunities, step back. Yes!
Clark. Step back 3 again. Boom. Uh-oh.
Same spot. They call her the glue for a reason. Caitlin Clark, yet to get on the board, threads the needle to O'Grady.
Clark into the paint, stops, dishes, Warnock connects.
Caitlin Clark coming off the Goodman screen, gets at Aoka Lee and goes right to the hole.
It was incredible to see the genuine love that her teammates gave her for that. Clark will take it to Caitlin. Whew, I mean, talk about another player toying him with the ball. Just attacking, turning the corner.
Clark was thinking about the logo. And scoops it in at the horn. City 64 on the board.
The Kansas State loss is a thing of the past. Caitlin Clark.
South Carolina, a very deep team. Clark looking to turn the corner, lays it in.
Clark, you saw the head fake. No one would be surprised if she put one up from there, but instead she dropped.
Who gives us the best chance to start and finish the way that we want to? Clark into the shot.
Over 5.5 minutes. Clark takes the screen, takes Miller to the hoop, leans in, gets the...
Got win number 500 in her career at Iowa, the head coach for Iowa. And Caitlin Clark with the left gets to the pass.
Team record.
Only got 1 personal foul tonight. Caitlin Clark receives the screen from Stolke, cuts through the paint.
Clark through the contact.
She continues to be an anomaly, an alien, some might say, for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
They have not allowed Rutgers to get on the offensive glass. The Scarlet Knights only have 2 offensive rebounds.
Clark.
Trying to make a move on the drive.
Just before last, Mitrovic takes that outside shot. There are no rebounders for Oregon State, and that allows Iowa to get out and run.
Clark just getting around Yaney like she's invisible. Oh, Caitlin Clark right here. You just see using the on-ball screen. She doesn't need a lot of time or space. She is quick off the bounce.
The team needs. Made a big shot.
Clark around the screen, steps back from the elbow, book it. 3 away from 3,000. Clark, the leaner, is good.
Individual effort by Aoka Lee. Clark through the screen, clean. Usually multiple players are touching the ball in an Iowa possession. It's crossing the midline. It's getting from one side to the other. Now it's catch and hold. Clark, long two.
Athleticism a lot. I think that burned the Hawkeyes right there. Clark mid-range.
He's got it. They can really get 2 feet in the paint. They can force those rotations, and if they can consistently knock down those threes.
We've seen about all kinds of defense here. Nothing's really going to be new for her. Clark, pull-up jumper.
In the second half. So she can shoot it. Clark fakes the pull, fade away, count it. Clark 10 to shoot. Clark pull-up jumper. Got it. More trouble. Martin back out to Clark. Uses the Sonano screen. Pull-up jumper from 19.
Caitlin Clark with the basketball, handling up top off the Goodman screen to the mid-range.
Kia Brown-Turner is a good perimeter defender, but Caitlin Clark just...
Well, we know Caitlin Clark can fill it up, and what I like is that she's doing it in a lot of different ways. This time she comes off of the on-ball screen.
Break that Bill Fenley gave her might make a difference. And they
In all parts of her game. Inside that.
That burned the Hawkeyes right there. Clark mid-range.
The third quarter. Clark fades for three. Bucket! As they have been really battling just to keep her off the block. Clark, a three. The bounce is around and falls. One more bucket here should give Iowa a good chance. Clark tees it up again.
That high ball screen. Lee's not coming out of the paint. Great call by Lisa Bluter.
From three. Clark finds a lot of space.
And Caitlin Clark just coming off of the screen. You cannot just leave her offense, in particular going to the left side when there's drop coverage, no one to help out. gets...
She has yet to score in this game. She loves this move. Right to the left for a three. She got replay. Take a look at this. On the switch here, Theory does a good job early. But boy, when your big switch is out, if you don't get out and really contest, she can create space on that step back like no one else in the women's game right now.
Clark
answers 5 Boston. Clark gets a clean look. And not
working against Weta. Sonano with the screen. Clark needs no room for Iowa. Well, there's going to be a steady dose of this two-man game right here, and Caitlin Clark just reads it perfectly. There's no
ball into Clark, and she'll fire a three-pointer, and that's good, right at the top of the key.
Shot it well from the floor. They have shot it well from the free throw line, 10 of 11. That is not characteristic of them. Clark knocks down.
Screen by Sonano. Williams switches out, but then retreats too quickly. You cannot retreat. Clark, step back, good! Drop coverage.
Both teams really trying to involve the post players early. Clark gets a screen, pulls up, wing triple, got it!
6 seconds, here comes Clark. Got free, up, pure.
8 points, 9 rebounds for Suarez. Here's Clark. Her first shot of the second half, got it.
We had that T-shirt made up last year, and they sent me one. I was like, oh wow, that's awesome. Caitlin Clark flying around here with a cape on. You try the steak.
Clark and Sonano work so well together. Clark is fouled by Mule, taking a three-pointer, so 3 free throws coming for Caitlin Clark.
Nika Mule does what you can't do against Caitlin Clark, and she goes behind the screen multiple times.
Lee working inside. That's a high percentage shot from Clark off a high screen. Lets it fly.
Point shooter last year, but I figure some of that hot doesn't wear off. Clark.
Babor will be tasked with guarding Caitlin Clark today. She shoots a step back three.
There's Clark. Early on, Person gets the assignment of guarding the best player in the country. Shot is up. Clark missed it.
Clark, deep three.
Back to Davis, to Clark now.
Clark signaling around the offense. Sinano sits a pick, and here comes Clark with another three-pointer, and that one's
will bring multiple players here against Clark.
Up top, Clark, first
Here, the
shot.
cutback door, even better pass. Knocks the game back up, and here's a Clark three from long distance. Shot clock in the single digits. Sinano, just enough of a screen.
Good D by Donarski.
Clark steps to the side, no.
It is Caitlin Clark's 8 rebounds for me. She'll keep it and push it.